So, when I was growing up as a teenager, where I lived, where I grew up, was off the beaten track. It was slightly rural. Pheasants all over the road, typical. Couldn't be a million miles more removed from where I live now in Wiltshire. I used to cycle down this lane every day. My girlfriend lived up in Elam. Not a lot of space for passing cars, especially not now 30 years on when I'm driving a big truck. This field here, when I was a kid, which is on a huge slope, I would spend hours in a tractor with a spreader on the back, spreading fertilizer in March and April, trying for the wheels of the tractor not to slide sideways. And then I'd be back in early June to cut the grass, which would then become silage for the animals. Hello, Mr. Pheasant. Perennial hazard of living down here. In fact, one morning I was driving down here on the way to work in Russell Square in London, when literally at the top of this hill, at the top of the next bank, I was driving far too fast in my little sports car when I hit a brace of pheasant that smashed the front headlights of the car and the front grille of the car. Bloody cyclists out everywhere. That's the problem. I used to cycle down here, so I shouldn't be saying bloody cyclists. I used to come hurtling down here on my blue racing bike from Trev's Cycles in Folkestone. I have to take a bit more care driving down here now in a 3-ton truck. You don't really take many prisoners. So while this may be the most boring video ever shot in the history of Facebook videos, this is the countryside where I grew up. And it's a place that's very, very close to my heart. That means a huge amount to me. And it's my escape when everything goes tits up. I'm very lucky to have grown up here.